Hey guys, Jason here. So I wanted to talk about the inside of my greenhouse. And it's raining like crazy out there, and I was hoping it would let off so I could take this video earlier, but it's not raining quite as much, so it's not quite as noisy as it used to be. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about the inside of my greenhouse. So what I got going on here, it's like these are all for tomatoes. And then up front here I got my Washington navel oranges. And they're still doing good. They're not 100% happy, but they're doing alright. We've had a few freezing nights. But now that I got the greenhouse all sealed up, I hope this will help them be happier. Yeah, and first off, I would like to say thank you guys for watching and commenting. Everybody that commented on my last video, and I'd like to say thank you guys. It's really nice to know that people are, paying attention to my little YouTube channel, which is not that big a deal. I don't put advertisements on it or nothing, but I'd like to say thank you guys for watching and commenting. I mean, it's really kind of nice to know that other people are a little bit interested in what I'm doing. So anyway, my greenhouse, it used to be one of those party tents made for like weddings and stuff. It was 20 foot side to side by 20 foot the other way. So this is a 20 foot by 20 foot party tent that I turned into a greenhouse because the top only lasted about 2 years and then it was done. So, but the framing is really nice and heavy duty. This framing here, and so and it's galvanized, so I kept it, and then we turned it into a greenhouse last year, and we finally got it kind of sealed up, and we'll finish it off next year. But this year I'm using the straw bales to seal up the bottom part of it. But yeah, someone was asking me about heating the greenhouse. I don't actually heat the greenhouse. What I do is I heat the dirt of the plants that we're growing, and I use this type of system here. This is a propagating mat. I got 2 of them. They're just a here, let me slide this one out if I can. Of course it won't slide out. Oh, come on, get out of there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're just a mat, a heat mat that's about 6 foot long by about 2 foot wide. So what I plan on doing with these, set this over here. It's like, here's the controller, and you can set the temperature on it. This heats the dirt, not the greenhouse. And it uses this temperature probe here you stick in the dirt. So I got 2 of those, and they're 6 foot long by about 2 foot wide. And so what I'll be doing is I'll be heating the dirt of the plants and not the actual entire inside of the greenhouse. Over here, this here is an old sauna that we have. My friend brought home from one of his jobs he did. It had a broken door on it. Can't really see back here because of the light. I mean, this is why I don't do videos in the winter time, or I do very little videos, because it's so dark out. But anyway, this sauna, what we're going to use it for is inside of it, it's about 4 foot by 4 foot square by about 6, maybe 7 foot tall. And this is where we're gonna get the seeds started. And yeah, this area, all tomatoes. But yeah, so we'll get the seeds started inside the sauna, and it's all insulated and everything already. We just got to build a new door for it because the door got broken. That's why he got it for free. And then we'll use the propagation mats. Then over the top of these beds that we put the propagation mats in, we're going to be using on the bottom of them, be using this foam here. That's what this foam's cut out for. It's for these mats. We just got it sitting up there. But I got to build 2 beds that go along here, this area. And then over the top of that, I'm going to put little hoops. So it's going to be a greenhouse, basically inside of a greenhouse with heated mats in it to grow all year long inside this greenhouse. Excuse me. So I'm not actually heating the greenhouse. I'm just heating the dirt that the plants are growing in. And then these are made for 4 foot grow lights that run across there, and you can adjust the height using these the strings and stuff. You adjust the height of the lights. So anyway, something kind of like that. That's what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, this is the inside of the greenhouse. Plenty of room. It's 20 foot this way, 20 foot this way. And it used to be a party tent. And on anywhere that the plastic, the greenhouse plastic touches, I use this foam. It has a sticky side, which has this tape on it here, and then it's got this side that's not sticky. And this is 1/8 inch thick by about 1.5 inches wide. And I put it on top of all the poles inside of here. So anywhere that the plastic touches these galvanized poles, I put this foam over it. And that costs a little bit of money, but I think in the long run it might actually end up saving us some money. But yeah, and you can see we took 4x4 pressure treated posts. We sunk them in the ground about 2 foot every, I don't know how far that is, but there's 4 of them all along here. So yeah, so, and then yeah, like I keep saying, it's like these sides here are removable. So in the summertime, when it gets really hot in here, we can take those sides off and we let the air just blow through here, like, because it gets really hot in here in the summertime. It warms up really quick in here when the sun is shining. But when it's not shining and it's all like wintertime like it is now, this just helps keep the frost off of any plants that might be starting to grow. Keeps the frost off of them, and it keeps it a little bit above freezing, usually, unless it's getting down into like the teens, you know, like 17, 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can't really keep it from freezing then. But that's what those grow mats are for, and that's what I plan to do with those. Yep, so anyway, thank you for watching. I don't actually heat this greenhouse. I mean, this greenhouse is made out of plastic that's only 6 millimeters thick. Here we go. Here's a chunk. You cannot, this is no insulation. You'll be wasting tons of money trying to heat this whole greenhouse and keep it warm all winter long. You can't do it. Just heat the dirt, put another layer over the top of your grow beds. I mean, that'll save you so much money if you're trying to grow in winter time. So anyway, yeah, this is the first greenhouse, well, not the first one, but the first one I built here at this house within the past 8 years. So it's like, or so that I've lived here. But yeah, anyway, you see we have the bikes. We moved them out of the garage because we turned the whole garage into a wood shop, and so we had to put the bikes somewhere. So we put them back here in the greenhouse. And so yeah, eventually when we get the shed built, the bikes will go out there and then we'll have more room. But yeah, 20 foot by 20 foot is the inside of our greenhouse. It's actually a decent size for getting started. I think this probably do pretty good for us. So yeah, and then all these windows and stuff, these are it's like these sliding glass doors. I got them from my neighbor Bob because he changed them to a he wanted the, what's that, the Vylon, or not Vylon, vinyl doors. So he changed to vinyl doors. These are the aluminum, double pane. They are double pane aluminum, but he changed to the vinyl. And so he gave us these old sliders, and they work just fine for a greenhouse. But yeah, you know, not as good as the vinyl. The aluminum is not, it exchanges the heat from inside outside a lot easier, and they sweat and everything, but perfectly fine for a greenhouse. These windows I got from my other neighbor for free, these big 4-foot windows. I think they're 4 foot, maybe 5 foot. And then back there in the corner I got a big old 8-foot one that's like the same layout. There's another slider door back there that I got from Bob, because my neighbor Bob over here, that way. But anyway, all this stuff, most of this stuff is all just repurposed, refurbished, or whatever, reused from other jobs, and all free. So yeah, you just keep your eye out. The only thing I had to pay for was this old party tent that the top only lasted about 2 years. And then I kept the frame though, because it has these cross members in it and everything. It was a really nice party tent, but it only lasted 2 years. But now it's making a greenhouse. So anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.